So, welcome back to West Texas, folks. It's now late spring. I'm just going through sorting out feeding the cows, and I thought I'd give you a quick look at the silo that we have the hay in. So at the moment it's set up for us unloading from last time when we were collecting up the hay. And what we need to do is left click the mouse, and it takes away the loading auger and sticks out the filling auger. Still quite dark on the farm, obviously getting an early start, getting the ladies fed. They don't like waiting for their food. We only have hay at the moment to feed them, so haven't quite decided what I'm going to get done in today's episode. I want to get the BGA put in soon, want to get the solar panels in soon, waiting for field 14, our grass field, to grow to the point where we can mow it. We need to do some fertilizing and we need to do some herbicide. So I would like to put in a herbicide and fertilizer tank as well. So I'm going to have a ponder while I get the ladies fed, and I will get back to you. I just wanted to show you that the animation of the hay silo. I'll get back to you when the cows are fed and I've worked out what on earth I'm going to do today. Nothing like having a plan. Hey, catch you very soon. So, welcome back. That's the cows all fed. It's just after 7:30 in the morning. We are going to tackle some fertilizer spraying, and we're also going to get the BGA and the solar panels put in. So we need to spend a little bit of money starting off. So the first things that we need to get in, as I spoke about last time, we need somewhere to buy fertilizer and herbicide from. So the guys at Lizard have hooked us up with a couple of tanks. If I can find where the farm is. Entirely sure where to put these. It's down here would make sense if someone hadn't parked a bunch of lorries. And put them along the side with the fuel tank. I'm assuming that that's the fill trigger. Stick that one there. So that was fertilizer, and then we'll grab a herbicide one. We'll stick that there. Look like we need to do any drastic work with the terrain there. Okay, that's those put in. Next is the solar panels. This is for our environmentally friendly project. If you remember, these are going over by the house, which is over here. Just going to stick them straight out on the lawn in front of the house. We're going to go for 2 of those. And then we're going to build our BGA. I think I probably want to do a bit of landscaping for that before we start. So back over to the cow farm. I've debated a bit on where to put it, and I am going to put it in here. So you need to go to painting mode. Need a nice concrete base. Yeah, that works. I think that's the same as we've got over for the main yard. I'm just going to try and blend that into the track. I'm not actually going to fill up the slurry just yet. I just want to get the construction done. Shouldn't have come all the way out. And that's under silos, I believe. There we go. I want to put that far enough forwards that we can get a truck around the back probably. But we also need to be able to put an extension tank in for the digestate. Put that there. We'll stick that on the back. Gonna look weird if I overlap them? No, I think that kind of looks okay. Then we'll go back to some landscaping and redo the concrete work that we did. So I want to be able to try and get a vehicle around the back. So we might need to do some actual landscaping. Smooth, probably. Just to try and... yeah, go with that for now. And around here, that sort of looks okay. Go back to painting. We'll just get this area concreted as well. I'm basically doing this because I want the option to have auto drive running to do slurry and digestate carting. So obviously we unload slurry at the front here, or manure, or whatever else we end up selling, but I want to be able to have an auto drive route that comes past the digestate fill point. So that's eaten into our cash quite significantly. I need to buy a trailer so that we can move the slurry across to the BGA, but we're not going to do that today. We are going to jump for the first time into the Patriot. Our corn and cotton both need some liquid fertilizer, and all the fields need some herbicide. So let's see if I can pick the right one. I think this is the fertilizer tank. It is. That's lucky, because it starts filling instantly. It's been a while since I played on this map. Don't know whether this one will be out before the Oak Hill video that I've just done the commentary for. I got really stuck into Homeworld and the Maze Plus updates, and have basically been playing with that since they came out. Mostly moving Homeworld from the normal version to the Farming Agency version, which took me a while. Anyway, I'm going to let this fill up, and I will see you back over at the field, I think. So just on our way over to the cornfield, you can see it's been so long, I've actually forgotten what I've planted in that field. Triticale? Triticale. Yes, so the triticale is now up. That's going to need herbicide at some point. Corn has come up really nicely as well, which we're going to work on fertilizing. The other thing that I have forgotten to do, which will help us recover some of that money we just spent, is I haven't claimed the contract that we did in the last video, seeding field 23. So that's a nice lump of cash come in at $105,000. I'm going to start at the end here. This is a mod that I have never used. It's unfolding, it's on automatic application. Not actually sure how wide it is. So my plan for this week is actually that you'll get 2 West Texas videos. We'll see how that works out. So this may be a shorter video, so that you get a second one. Here we go. Get the F1 menu back up. So yeah, we're doing perfect fertilization. Let's get the EPS set. That's going to bug me. $90, much better. I think we're just skirting around the telephone poles as well, which is good. We've got to maneuver around the water butt thing. So we'll switch GPS off to get around there. And there we go. Hopefully that's the most difficult bit of driving we have to do today. Off backing into all the slurry points later. But I'm running at 1 times again. I don't know why really. Actually, we'll go up to 5 times. 5 times is what we normally play at. I'm keen to see if the grass grows today so that we can get that mown. Undecided if I'll silage that or hay it. Given where we are, we're probably going to get 2 cuts off it this year, so I might have to make hay from it so that we've got enough hay to go with the silage. Added in a few more mods, mostly slightly smaller tractors actually. I'm thinking that when we get into silage time, we're going to need some tractors to cart with. So I've got the 2 small forage wagons that you may or may not remember from my setup video. Okay, that's going to be a half a row. It's a bit annoying. Yeah, so I've got those 2 small forage wagons, and I don't really have any tractors to run them on. Massey could obviously tow one, probably. I'm not sure about the Fen, and I don't really want to put the Magnum on it. Doesn't seem right. And actually, we may need to be running more than 2. And we're going to have to cart from here all the way over to the silos over at the yard or the pits. So that's going to be quite a big carting job, and we're probably going to be getting quite a lot of silage off of here. And I think those trailers only hold 20,000 litres, or 7.2 bushels. I don't know, bushels. No idea. I've been pondering that, and so I've added in some more smaller tractors. There is obviously also the white Field Boss that we used for the potato planting. Those would be quite nice as carting tractors for the silage, I think. How fast they are, but they are cheap, and cheap may be important still when we get to silage season in the first year. Depends how we do, whether we end up running contracts and things. Fertilizing contracts will obviously be pretty awesome on here. It's really hot here today, unusually so for the UK, and quite thirsty. What was I saying? Yeah, fertilizing contracts will pay well on here, I suspect, so that would give us some cash coming in to get the extra equipment we need for running the silage operation on here. That's going to involve a lot of auto drive, I think. So my hope for that is that I will drive the forage harvester. Auto drive will do all of the carting for me. How well that will work out, we will see. I think it will be fine going into the silos over the back there. I don't think they will hold enough for what we're going to get off this field. Now, I guess we could put in another fermenting silo. That's an option. That would be different from what I've done in the past, or we're going to need to put some of it in the pit. We'll just have to wait and see how it works out, I guess. I can't plan absolutely everything. So yeah, today's jobs: get this field fertilized, get the cotton fertilized. The cotton will probably use a heck of a lot less fertilizer, although we don't seem to be going through it too quickly on here. These fields will then just need herbicide at some point later in the season. And then the next job will be cutting the grass or buying more cattle. At the moment we have the 3 pens full. It would be nice to expand that. Anyway, I think now would be a good point to stick on some music while I work through this, so I will be back in a little while.
I've never felt like this. What are you doing to me? It only took one kiss 'cause I just have to know. Do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run? Just be wild and free.
So just coming up to the last row on here. This hasn't taken long at all, which is quite nice. 50 miles an hour and a big boom. I haven't looked how big it is. It's covering the ground really well. I mean, I've used a tiny amount of fertilizer. It's one of the things that I don't think I appreciate about liquid fertilizer and precision farming is it has so much nitrogen in it that actually you don't use very much. Probably something that we're going to use more of on this game than on previous ones, I think. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of digestate from the BGA, which we'll be using, but equally, we'll probably want to finish off fertilization. And we've got anhydrous as well. We've got a lot of options on it because anhydrous has a lot of nitrogen in it as well, and maybe as we upgrade the equipment that we have, we'll be getting a seeder that can do anhydrous. Yeah, we have many options on here for how we're going to get this sorted. Great. This is a nice bit of kit. It's the first time that I've used it. It's flying through this field. Get it folded up. I have a really nasty habit, which if you watch my videos you will have seen, of driving as kit folds up, and I'd suspect that's not very good. We'll jump in cab to drive back because it's got quite a nice cab. This may mean that I'm even more likely to crash. We're going to take this over to field 12, and I may then stick this on courseplay to run field 12. Actually, we'll see if we can get it to work normally on field 12 with courseplay like the seeder was on some of the other fields. That would be cool. And while that's then running, I'm going to head over to the store and pick up a tanker so that we can start carting all the slurry that we have to sell. To give you an idea, each pen has about 130,000 litres of slurry in it. That's going to take a while to sell. Now if we go this way, we can run past the BGA that we've just had put in. So we should be earning money from the solar panels, but I haven't seen if we've had any come in yet. Oh yeah, there we go. Nearly $3,000 already. Nice. And it cost us $300,000. So I think I worked out that it's about 8 days to pay back the investment. And once we've paid back the investment, we'll probably expand them again. So we get quite a nice big array of solar panels. Nice looking BGA. Actually, that worked quite well, adding in the extension tank. So this shouldn't need that much nitrogen added. It needs a fair bit. Okay. What we're going to try and do is field work. Calculate the current field path edge. Overwrite it for field 12. Of course, tidy ourselves up a bit. I just had a moment's panic where I thought it had gone strange again with courseplay. So field 12, field 52. That's because I've got my funnily defined half fields. At headland, we're going to go 2 headland passes. Go headland passes first. We're going to do smooth. We're going to up the overlap a bit. Calculate that's a 40-meter width. Awesome. And see if it can generate us a field course. It can. Looks a bit strange. But I'm going to let that run. We're going to save that as field 12. Grey. Drive course. The fertilization is going up. 17 minutes for that to run. And that's at perfect fertilization. So let's leave that to work its way around the field, and we're going to go and jump in the semi and head over to the store. So we are just rolling up on the store now. Going to pick up a tank for the slurry. And someone left the wheel loader out. We should put that away. What kind of person just borrows stuff from the shop and leaves it lying around? So a good deed for the day done. Close out. So the tank that I'm looking at is, I think, off Modder. It's just an edit of basic M1. So I think we're going to go for... Ooh. That looks nice. I do like the Deutz colours. That looks very nice. We got some chrome wheels. No. We'll just go with the base colour wheels. Beacon lights we probably don't need. Capacity, I'm going to go 52,000 litres because that pretty much fills the BGA up. So let's buy that. $73,000 gone. And we'll jump back in the truck and get that back to the yard. No, I've got on the right side. Wow. That looks pretty good. Alright, let's get this back to the farm. So we're just coming up to the farm now. See, the Patriot is doing a great job of getting the cotton fertilised. So I'm not sure how much of this we're going to do straight off the bat, but we'll at least get one tank emptied, hopefully. I'm not sure which pens we have. Oh. They are numbered. That first one's number 4. Let's see where number 4 is. It's going to be down there somewhere. Number 4. So 34,000 gallons of slurry. Can you see the Patriot from here? We cannot. Oh yeah, there it is. Just on the, by the edge of the BGA. That's cool. If we look at the map and precision farming, you can see they've got quite that. There's some words in there. They've got quite a lot of that done already. If it weren't for that sluiceway, we could just go straight across there. Maybe we should get a bridge built. There are bridges, aren't there? I'm pretty sure there are bridges. Yeah, so we've got, yeah, about a third of the contents of one slurry pit in here. I assume that all the ones that we're using are on that side because they're that side of the farm. Who knows? Would make sense, wouldn't it? Help. I'm guessing that's not going to work with the tanker. Nah. This is definitely a time for F11. If I can get hold of it at all. Okay, this is not a time for F11. Well, we might as well turn that off. I think we need... What was that? No, we've still got 6 minutes. The wheel loader, maybe? Well, this wasn't in the plan. But I'm wondering if the wheel loader and the silage fork because, yep, super strength can't save us on this one, so... Now, I know this silage fork wouldn't survive doing this, but I don't see what other option we've got, really. And I'm not sure why we went completely flying. Might have to do some terrain smoothing along there. Anyway. I suppose there's a bit of an edge there. Easy. Do you know what? I'm going to leave that there just in case. Who needs F11? Maybe we should go a bit slower. So right now I am waiting to hear back on the MOT test of my car. Something we have in the UK where they check your car is safe to drive on the road. I don't know. Other countries have that. I assume some do. Yeah, so we wait and we see, or we see how much it's going to cost to repair it. That all went in. That's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. We'll go and fill up again. See, that could be quite a nice little loop with auto drive. I'm going to do one more on camera to see if I can not crash. At that point, the Patriot might have finished. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a regular income coming in the amount of slurry that we're producing is pretty nuts. So even if we empty this one, we've got 260,000 litres still. Probably 60,000 gallons plus. It's so hot here today. I said that, I think. I had to go outside mid-recording to take my car to the garage, and it's so hot. And I don't have the fan switched on because it's noisy. And we're full again. So let's try not to go absolutely flying this time, or reverse into the water pit thing. Let's knock down the cruise control. There we go. That's hopefully more respectable and hopefully less likely for us to go absolutely flying. Fingers crossed. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I think we're going to get the smoothing tool out on there. Oh, awesome, the Patriot's done, so that's all of our fields fertilised. While this is unloading, we will have a quick look at the price for slurry. So it's in a unit that I do not understand, probably as in gallons. So $1.82 per gallon, and that's taken all of that as well. So they're going to be 20-something thousand dollars per load. Anyway, I'm going to run a few more of these, and I think we'll then stop back before calling it a day. See you very soon.
Make you feel like you don't need anyone else, like you don't need anyone else, because all I need is you. The way you play with your hair, and now you're always wearing denim. Yeah, everything about you is the reason I can't spend one more day without you. Oh, so tell me, girl, 'cause I really wanna know. Do I make you wanna run away with me? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone? Do I make you wanna run and just be wild and free? Do I really make you feel like you don't need anyone else, like you don't need anyone else, because all I need is you. Oh, won't you run away with me? Oh, won't you run away with me?
So just bringing the last little bit of slurry round, we have actually managed to clear out all 3 of the slurry pens, which is awesome, and I really didn't expect it. This BGA process is slurry, and therefore I assume everything else really quickly, which is awesome. We're going to get quite a nice payout from this. So I worked out 24,000 per trailer, and I think we've put, or per tanker, and I think we've put 9 tankers through. You'll have seen that I managed to get auto drive to do 1 cycle through, which was cool. Have a bit of problem with the fact that the triggers are also close together, so I've had to tweak the trigger distance, but we'll see if that works with the others when they actually have some slurry in. The Patriot finished, obviously. You may have seen that as I moved it off the field, but we are going to give that a clean. I always seem to get a weird pause when I pick up the pressure washer. Always makes me panic slightly. I'll just give that a quick clean, because unless we get some fertilizing contracts come up, I guess we will need to herbicide, but I'm not expecting to do that for a few days. We need to let things grow a little bit before we can get some herbicide on them. So I'll put this back in the shed. I want to give the semi and the tanker a wash as well. Obviously, when we get to the point we've got milk, we're going to have to buy another tanker. I'm not going to run slurry and milk in the same tank. Done it in the past when budgets are tight, but yeah, I don't think it's the right thing to do. We're going out that way. It is a nice looking truck, isn't it? It does look nice. And the matte black tank on the back looks quite good and works quite well, considering we're moving cow poo. When the grass has been cut, we'll probably keep some of the slurry to spread on the field. Need to get ourselves a slurry tanker. I think that'll do. I really need to find somewhere better to park all of the lorry trailers, and particularly as we have quite a lot of them now. I'm just going to park that up there, and I think we're going to call that a day here, folks. Plan is to be back on Sunday with another video where we will probably be mowing grass, I would guess. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave me a like. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Yeah, maybe. You really have to. Leave a comment, either way. Subscribe and share it with your friends. Catch you next time.
I've never felt like this. What are you doing to